the real cost of starting your own business and can you afford it? So you've decided to start a business, but do you know what you're getting yourself into? Spoiler alert, it's not only about the money. In this video, I'm going to break down the real cost of starting a new business, and some of them might surprise you. So let's see if you're really ready to start your business. Hi, I am Alena Goco, the founder of Soapy Mania and Handcrafted Soap Boutique. I sell my products nationwide in the United States. My business exists more than 5 years, so I kind of know what I'm talking about. And in this channel, I normally encourage people to start a business. I give pro tips on how to avoid certain mistakes and how to make the process smoother. But in this video, I have decided to state the real costs of running a business. And it's not a walk in the park, but it's always a fun game. The purpose of this video is not to scare you away from starting a business, but to learn the rules of the game. If you know the rules, it's easier to play and you have more chances to win. So, you've probably heard saying you need money to make money. That is true, but running a business, it's not only about having money, because entrepreneurship is a little more complicated than just money. It's about your emotions, it's about time, it's about your sacrifices, and the real prices that you're willing to pay in order to start and grow your successful business. Before we start, please don't forget to click like button and subscribe button to avoid missing new videos. I'm gonna be talking more about starting a business, about creating a team, about management of the business, and I'm sure for new fellow entrepreneurs, these tips are gonna be very helpful. All right, let's go. The first cost of the business is obvious: money. In order to start the business, of course, you need to invest some money upfront. It can be as low as, I would say, like a few $100s to as much as you can imagine. The sky is the limit. It all depends on the business. There is no one single blueprint for all the situations, depending on the type of the business, depending on your customers. If you're selling a product or service, if it's an online service, if it's physical service, there is so many possibilities. It's impossible to create just one video for everything. I'm just going to be giving you the basic that every single business needs. So let's break it down. First of all, you need a business license. And business license can cost you from $100 to $1,000 depending where you live. When I lived in California and I opened my business in California, it cost me about $800 just to set up an LLC, and I paid every single year, versus in Florida, where I am right now, it costs about $100 to open a business, to set up an LLC. Yeah, that's major difference. But again, there's a lot of hidden benefits, advantages, and disadvantages. So depending on where you live, please go on official.gov websites and check how much does it cost to set up your own LLC. Do you need to have your own LLC upfront? I would say you do, to protect yourself in case something goes wrong, that your assets are protected and the banks are not going to be after your house or your car or anything else that you own. So the next, you would probably need an inventory. If you are selling a physical product, you need some kind of inventory, or you need to test products or test services. So you need some kind of investment for the test product, or just a small batch of the products that you're giving. If you're making an intellectual property, like you creating some kind of program or something, then you need to either create it yourself, and this money means that you're going to invest in yourself, or hire someone who's going to create it for you. If it's physical product, yeah, you clearly need an inventory. If it's a service, you need to invest to package and brand it. This is the next expense: branding and the website. So do you really need the website at the very beginning? You don't. You don't have to have it. It's an advantage. Every reputable business has a website. However, if you want to stay like super slow and you want to split test like of your products and you're not sure, you don't have to create the website. You can create a TikTok shop, or maybe you can sell in Facebook groups. There's multiple possibilities, maybe Etsy, and so on and so forth, depending on your particular situation. But if you're ready to start a business that's going to be growing and scalable, you might need a website. And you need your logo, you need your branded identity. You can create it yourself, or using AI tools that are free, or you can use professionals. So the cost would be from like $200-300 and up to, I don't know, $5,000, depending on who you use. Another big expense that you need to keep in mind is going to be marketing. Marketing is very important just because without advertising, no one knows about you. It doesn't matter how great your product is. And I am personally very, very, very guilty in this. I did not invest in marketing at the very beginning, and it beat me really badly later. So that's why please invest in marketing right away. Try to learn about marketing yourself. If you do not have bigger budgets, or if you do have a budget, try to hire a reputable company with good references. Check their work before, talk to them, try to assess if they know what they're talking about. A lot of marketing companies, they promise you much more than they deliver. However, you will not be able to scale and run your business without proper marketing, unless you know how to do it yourself, which is an amazing skill and an amazing advantage. The marketing as low as like $5 a day to as much as it makes sense, like, to thousands and thousands of dollars a month. But it needs to be in your budget. This was briefly about the money, the cost of the business. I will create a bigger spreadsheet with all the numbers in the next video, so stay tuned and click subscribe button so you don't miss this video. I'll be talking more about every single aspect and every single possibility. I'll give you more examples and I'll give you a breakdown from what minimum budget you need to have to middle budget that you need to have to feel comfortable to start a business. So the next cost is time investment. Let's be real. Time is very expensive nowadays, and running a business is actually a little more time consuming than your 9-to-5 job, because you might be working 12 to 16 hours a day. You will have to sacrifice a lot, especially at the beginning, especially when you're going to be doing everything yourself and you won't have any budget, or probably you are not ready to hire help, which I suggest that you always need to hire at least a personal assistant to back you up. However, again, that's a topic for another video. A pro tip: if you still have a full-time job, then time management is going to be even more critical, just because you will need to scrape every minute out of your day in order to invest in your business and be ready to sacrifice your playtime, your rest time, your sleep time, or your time for hobby or time with your family or friends. However, if your hobby is going to be your business, that's probably going to be a plus, just because you're going to be enjoying your hobby while creating a business out of it. Plus, if you're enjoying what you're doing, you're going to be jumping out of your bed every morning to have an extra hour before your day job in order to work on your new business. That happened with me. My business started from my hobby, and I do not regret even a second that I moved out of my 9-to-5 job, despite the fact that I really loved what I was doing and I was really good at it. However, running my business, it's never easy, but never boring. Always fun, and it makes me happy and it makes me grow every single day. And I love it. The next cost would be emotional and mental cost. Starting a business is not only draining you financially, but also draining you emotionally, just because you're stepping into so much uncertainty. Spoiler alert, that's a never-ending story. You will always live in uncertainty, and you need to make peace with it, and you need to start enjoying it. Also, you'll have to deal with a lot of setbacks, because they're going to happen, and these are the learning curve, and this is something that you need to embrace, and you need to take as lessons and not as a problem. And also, there are going to be days where you're going to be doubting yourself, or you're going to be unsure if you made the right decision. And again, the bigger the business, the more feelings like that, the more decisions you're making and more doubts you have. So the pro tip, first of all, invest in your mental health, meaning find your way to balance yourself, whether it's meditation, whether it's workout, whether it's like healthy diet, maybe all of the above. I would personally recommend hire a counselor on the weekly basis, at least, to do the check-ins and to see if you are stable or not. It sounds cliche, but your mental health is the most important part, because this person runs a business. If you're unstable, everything around you is going to be unstable. Your family, your business. If you're going to have a burnout or a breakdown, that's going to cause you a lot of problems in your business as well, if not the end of the business. So take care of yourself. Try to stay balanced and positive. about every single move that you're making in your own new entrepreneurial journey. The fourth cost is opportunity cost. So when you decide to start your own business, you're not only investing your time and money, but you're also giving up on some opportunities. Whether it's a stable paycheck every 2 weeks or every month, or it's a possibility to travel more often. So you need to be ready to sacrifice this part and be ready to give up on those opportunities and set up your priorities. Whether you need to have another vacation, that might be a very good choice, or maybe you can sacrifice and skip this vacation this time in order to invest your time and money into your business instead of just short-term pleasure. So you need to ask yourself, are you ready to give up those short-term pleasures in order to achieve long-term results? Are you willing to live a more frugal life in order to pour every single dollar, every single minute into your new entrepreneurial journey? So if the answer is no, then I would think twice before starting a new business, just because missing out on opportunities, it's not very obvious, but it hits you a lot when you know that your previous life had so much joy and so much pleasure, and you were going on vacations and you were meeting your friends, and once you start your journey, you won't have time for this. That might shake your emotional stability, and that might cause lots of problems. Think of it and be ready to sacrifice those opportunities. So cost number 5, it's actually a learning curve or investing in your education. Another hidden cost is education. If this is your very first business and you've never done anything like that before, you might not know a lot of things and you might need to learn them. It might take you a lot of time or a lot of money or both, and you need to always find a shortcut, not to save money, but in order to learn something quicker. So you need to read books, you need to listen to business podcasts, you need to surround yourself with like-minded people, fellow entrepreneurs, mentors. If there is a way to have a shortcut, if you can learn from someone how to do, let's say, marketing, and you are not able to afford a marketing team to work for you at the very beginning, then I would take this mentor and pay some money in order for them to give you a brief, to educate you on how to do this and this and that. Because at the beginning, when you're going to be doing something yourself, you will have to know everything from how to create products, how to be an IT, how to be an accountant, how to be a marketologist. And since you've never done this before, it's going to be very challenging for you to master everything from day one. So probably break down your skills, whatever you're good at or you think you're good at. And a spoiler alert, you will always need to keep learning and keep updating your knowledge, even though you think you're pro. And thus, there's always room to grow. But there's also sides that you are not so good at and you need shortcuts, you need to learn something. That's why you always need to invest in yourself, in your education, in expanding your mindset. This is a never-ending story and it should be in your budget every single month. The next hidden cost is the cash flow management. The cash flow management means that you can run out of cash money very quickly. Even on papers, your company is going to be profitable. So at the very beginning, you will need to invest some time and money in order to get some return. And you need to be ready that you will not get the result. You will not get profit from like first month or even first year. So you need to be ready to keep investing in your business, and you need to have some kind of spreadsheet or some kind of system that you can account for those cash flows. And you need to know where money coming from, where money going to, and how you can maneuver it. There are so many possibilities for a business to go out bankrupt only because of poor cash flow management. And again, I am myself very, very, very guilty in this. I thought that, if I'm making business, the business needs to bring me profit right away. And even though I was lucky enough at the very beginning, then I got into a cash flow issue and it was very, very painful to resolve it. Again, it's a never-ending story. It's not like you solve it once and now it's working. No, it's not one-time fix. You always have to keep in mind and you always need to account in your cash flow. I would say in my business, that's my personal problem. As an entrepreneur, as the business owner, I always think on the back of my mind where I'm going to get money to pay the salary just because my customers are going to pay me like in 30 days or in 2 months, but I need to pay my employees every 2 weeks. So yes, cash flow management is very important. It's a very hidden cost and you need to think of it very often. So, are you ready to start the business? Did I scare you enough? Again, the purpose of this video is not to scare you away, it's just get you self-ready. If after listening to this video, your answer is still yes, I want to do the business, then you're in the right place. You know what you're getting yourself to. Well, actually, you never know what you're getting yourself into. It's like giving a birth to your first child. You think you're ready, but you're never ready. It's a very unique journey for every single person. There is no same situations, the same journey, but it's always fun. That's why I still encourage you to begin this process. I still encourage you to leave your 9-to-5 job because being an entrepreneur opens much more doors for you and gives you much more opportunities. However, there's always a lot of costs, and if you're ready to pay this cost, then return and your revenue is going to be so high that sky is the limit. So thank you very much for watching this video. Again, in the next video, I'm going to be breaking down the finances about starting your business like dollar to dollar. Please stay tuned. Click subscribe and like button if you enjoyed this video. And until the next time, thanks. Bye.